for a victim. They advised their vehicle was shot at on the freeway, southbound 5 at Sutterville. The suspect vehicle was a gray truck, possibly a Toyota. Victim is in a white Ford Bronco. Their right rear window was shot out.
ABC 10 News at 5 starts with breaking news.
Multiple reports of shootings shut down 2 major Sacramento highways, causing chaos and confusion.
One person was hurt and several cars were hit by gunfire. A person of interest is in custody.
It all happened during the morning commute, impacting thousands of drivers. We do have a lot to cover tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Thomas.
I'm Laura Painter. We do want to show you a map showing the locations where police were casing for bullets. Take a look. I-5 southbound at Sutterville and Highway 160 at Richards Boulevard.
We do have live team coverage tonight. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias is standing by at one of multiple crime scenes tonight. But we start with ABC 10's Nazi Javid. She's been following this story all day. Nazi, tell us where you are now and what's the latest on the investigation?
Yeah, Chris, Laura, this is really hard to pinpoint exactly how this all played out, which is why we're at multiple locations, because multiple locations were involved in this series of crimes. Now, this was a very active crime scene. I am at the River Terrace Apartments here in Sacramento, and this location was the scene where dozens of officers were at earlier today. Now, this is all connected to a series of really concerning events, and it left one person shot. But I do want to show you video from earlier today when this all happened. I want you to take a look for yourself. This was so active earlier today. Highway Patrol now says they are investigating multiple reports of shooting incidents that they started early this morning in Sacramento-area freeways. That's plural. This is multiple locations. It all started around 5:30, and we know officers responded to several reports of vehicles being hit by gunfire. And this was at different locations. One male we know was hit and taken to a local hospital. Another person has been detained for questioning. Now, we did speak with neighbors as well as CHP at separate locations, and I asked police several questions about this, just trying to figure out, to get to the bottom of what exactly happened here. But first, I want you to just listen to some of the radio traffic from this morning.
Looks like it actually all started 160 and Richards. Activity found casings on the freeway on that side. The victim moved to Richards in Vines. Suspect vehicle continued westbound. Richards got on the freeway, and I've got 3 different victim vehicles from the same suspect vehicle. I have one at K Street, one at Sutterville Road, and one at 3rd and Broadway.
It is quite a large scene. Our jurisdiction specifically started at Northgate on 160, where an initial shooting took place.
This morning when I left out the house and just taking my girl to work normal day, I seen 30 cops. They're taping everything off, so I was like wondering what was going on. And then as I was coming back, they're blocking off the freeway.
I do not know all the areas where the incident took place. We do know that it took in parts of 160 on I-5 and obviously right here where we're currently located.
So safe to say 3 scenes.
At minimum, yes.
And so you believe that you have the person responsible in custody?
We have a person of interest at this moment that is being investigated.
Do you believe that this was random?
Motive is not known at this time.
Well, he did confirm that no additional injuries have been reported, so important to note there. But I do want to show you what the scene looked like here at the River Terrace Apartments. This is where over a dozen police officers and several CHP units came out to serve a search warrant at Capitol Park and Mill Creek. It was very active earlier, although it's unclear exactly what they were looking for. We also know investigators located a car believed to be associated with the incidents with the help of Sacramento police, but we are still awaiting to hear what, if anything, came out of the search at this property. And people who may know anything should call CHP Valley Division because they are still working to sort out all the details here. But what I can tell you is I did just speak with CHP. They tell me they do not believe that there is a current threat to the public, so important to note that there. But they do say new details will be coming out later this evening, which of course we will bring to you. Live in Sacramento, Nazi Javid, ABC 10.
Good to hear that they do have a person of interest in custody as well. Nazi, we thank you for the live update.